This is the hardest video I've ever had to make, and one that I didn't think I would ever have to make. However, as a channel sharing my exploration of health and longevity, it feels entirely dishonest to just never talk about this topic ever again. For the past 6 months, I've been consuming animal products, and in today's video, I'm going to explain why. But first, I guess I should explain why I went vegan in the first place. Now, this is the first video I made on this channel, but seeing as only about 3 people saw that video, it can't hurt to explain it again. I started eating vegan or plant-based about 6 years ago. Loretta and I were traveling Thailand at the time, and I was experiencing some stomach issues, which I think was probably due to some skeptical street meat. Loretta was already vegetarian and said she was actually going to try and cut out dairy as well, and I said, you know what, I'll join you. I didn't even realize at the time that this was a vegan diet, or even understand what vegan was, which seems pretty wild as this is just over 6 years ago. As we were traveling Asia for the next couple of months, where they served lots of tofu and tempeh dishes with lots of different vegetables, it made the transition really easy, and it was actually really exciting trying all these new dishes. And over the next couple of years on my plant-based diet, I felt amazing. I was thriving and felt the best I'd ever felt. However, one thing I didn't consider at the time, looking back, was just quite how unhealthy I was in my 20s. I've always been active and into sports. However, in my 20s, I didn't really care so much for my overall health and well-being. I'd get blackout drunk a couple times a week, and my diet was not ideal to say the least. It wasn't until I had my 30th birthday that I had an epiphany, and I was like, what am I doing to myself? So that's when I joined the gym, started working out consistently, and stopped getting blackout drunk multiple times a week. Then going vegan several months after this really was the icing on the cake and led me to feeling the best I'd ever felt in my life. And I even transformed this skinny party boy weasel into a less skinny weasel, and this was all on a plant-based diet. So I think this is a testament that you can grow muscle while following a vegan diet. However, as I reached my mid-30s, I started to notice a drastic decline in my overall energy levels, and some days I'd literally feel so fatigued that I could barely do anything. Now, some people may suggest that I was doing the diet wrong. However, to the best of my ability, I wasn't. I was using chronometer to make sure I was getting a balanced diet and getting all the essential vitamins and minerals in a plant-based diet. I was also supplementing B12, vitamin D, the omegas, iodine, being active and looking after myself as best as I can. This just led me to the conclusion that I'm getting old and this is how I'm gonna feel. Over the next year, I started exploring alternative methods to health and fitness, such as yoga, cold exposure, meditation, and anything and everything to live a happier and healthier life. However, I still had this underlying lethargy. I fixed my sleep, I quit caffeine, but nothing seemed to help. Funnily enough, consuming animal products over this period of time just never struck me as an option. At the start of the year, I thought I'd try eating animal products just to see if it make any difference. To be honest, the first month I didn't notice that much of a difference, but I thought I'd try one more month, and it was in the second month that I really started to notice an increase in my overall energy levels. My performance in the gym increased, and my general lethargy and fatigue seemed to dissipate. Now, I'm not making this video to say that the vegan diet doesn't work. I followed people like Brian Turner and Simlet Nutrition for years, and it's safe to say that those guys are absolutely thriving on a plant-based diet. I've listened to hundreds of podcasts with doctors and nutritionists like Michael Greger talk about the benefits of a plant-based diet, as well as doctors and nutritionists like Paul Saladino talk about all the amazing health benefits of a meat-based diet. This led me to the conclusion that there isn't a diet that works best for one person, and that we must really experiment and explore ourselves to find out what works best for us. I'm also aware that we're always changing and adapting, and what works for us at one moment in our life may not work for us in the future. All I know is at this moment in time, I'm feeling the happiest, healthiest and strongest I have in a very long time, and I'm pretty sure that's down to introducing animal products into my diet. Finally, I just want to say sorry if I've upset you. If you follow me for one of my vegan full day of eating videos, feel free to unsubscribe. I totally understand, and I would have done the same thing a few years ago. I'm trying my best to live an open, honest and transparent life, and sometimes that involves making tough decisions. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.